Hello everyone, in this tutorial you will animate the bench by assembly. The animation consists of a linear explode. Next save the animation in the .avi file with the name bench by assembly. Opening data panel and assembly. Click on the data panel in the application menu. The data panel is displayed. Click on the data panel to show the data panel. Double click on the CAD/CAM folder and open the bench by assembly. Double click here and now right click on the benchwise assembly and then choose open from the shortcut menu. Now you can see that benchwise assembly is opened here. Invoking animation workspace. Choose the animation workspace from the workspaces drop down. The animation workspace is invoked with the benchwise assembly. Click here, then choose animation from the workspaces drop down. Now you can see that animation workspace invoked with the benchwise assembly. Creating the animating view. Drag playhead in the animation timeline into the scratch zone. Drag the playhead into the scratch zone. If you want to hide data panel, then you can click on the hide data panel button. Choose the home button from the view. The current view changes to isometric view. But here you can see that your assembly is already in isometric view, so you can skip this step. Drag the playhead to around 2 seconds in the animation timeline. Drag the playhead to around 2 seconds. Rotate the assembly such that its bottom parts are visible and select all the screws for animation by pressing the Ctrl key. With the help of VQ, you can rotate the assembly and now press Ctrl key and select all the screws. Right click on the screw in the browser bar. A shortcut menu is displayed. Right click here and then you can see that a shortcut menu is displayed here. Choose the Transform Components option from the shortcut menu. The Transform Components dialog box and the triad is displayed on the selected component with the direction vector in the graphics window. Choose the Transform Components option from the shortcut menu. Transform Components dialog box is displayed here. Select the direction vector of the triad along the Z axis to explode the screws. The Z distance edit box is displayed in the graphics window. Now click on the home button to get the isometric view of the assembly. Now select the direction vector of the triad along the Z axis. Z distance edit box is displayed here. Enter 70 in the Z distance edit box. The selected component gets exploded and moved downward. Alternatively, you can also enter the exploded value in the Z distance edit box in the Transform Components dialog box. Now enter 70 in the Z distance edit box. Choose the Trail Line Visibility button from the Transform Component dialog box. A trail is displayed in the exploded component. Choose the Trail Line Visibility button from the dialog box. Choose the OK button from the Transform Components dialog box. Now click on the OK button. Now you can see that the selected components gets exploded. Choose the Transform Components tool from the Transform panel in the ribbon. The Transform Components dialog box is displayed. Choose the Transform Components tool. Select base plates and clamping plate from the graphics window by pressing the Ctrl key. All other options become available in the dialog box. Rotate the assembly with the help of VQ and then select base plates one by one by pressing the Ctrl key. Now select clamping plate. Select the direction vector of the triad along which the selected components will explode. The Y distance edit box is displayed in the graphics window. Before selecting the direction vector of the triad, you have to click on the home button to get the isometric view of the model. Now select the direction vector of the triad along which the selected component will explode. Enter 50 in the Y distance edit box. The selected components gets exploded. Enter 50 in the Y distance edit box. Press and hold the shift key and click on screws, base plates and clamping plate one by one. You will notice that screws, base plates and clamping plate are no more highlighted in blue color. This indicates all components have become free from the selection set. Rotate the assembly with the help of view cube. Now select screws, base plates and clamping plate one by one to make them free from the selection set. Now press and hold the shift key and select screws one by one. Next select base plates one by one. And now select clamping plate. Now click on the home button to get the isometric view of the assembly. Select bar globes, screw bar and jaw screw. The selected components are displayed in a blue color along with a triad. Select bar globes by pressing the control key. Next select jaw screw and now select screw bar. Select the direction vector of the triad along which the selected components will explode. The X distance edit box is displayed in the graphics window. Select the direction vector of the triad along which the selected component will explode. Enter 80 in the X distance edit box. The selected components get exploded. Enter 80 in the X distance edit box. Choose the trail line visibility button from the transform component dialog box. A trail is displayed in the exploded component. Again, select these components by pressing the shift key to make them free from the selection set. Choose the trail line visibility button from the transform components dialog box. Now select these components by pressing the shift key to make them free from the selection set. Choose the OK button from the transform components dialog box. Now click on the OK button. Again invoke the transform components dialog box and select the oval filter from the graphics window. Choose the transform components tool from the transform panel and then select the oval filter from the graphics window. Select the Y direction vector of the triad along which the selected component will explode. The Y distance edit box is displayed in the graphics window. Select the Y direction vector of the triad. Enter 60 in the Y distance edit box. The selected component gets exploded. Enter 60 in the Y distance edit box. Select the trail line visibility button from the transform component dialog box. Again select the oval filter by pressing shift to remove it from the selection set. Select the trail line visibility button from the dialog box. Next select the oval filter from the graphics window to make it free from the selection set. Choose the vice jaw from the graphics window and enter 40 in the Y distance edit box. The component gets exploded in the Y direction. Select the vice jaw from the graphics window. Then select the y direction vector of the thread and enter 40 in the y distance red box. Select the trail line visibility button from the transform component dialog box. Select trail line visibility button from the dialog box. Choose the OK button from the transform components dialog box. Click on the OK button. Now you have to press the shift key and select these two components to make it free from the selection set. Similarly, explode the bar globes one by one. Here you can see that bar globes are exploded in y direction one by one, and after exploding all the components of the assembly will look like this. Animating the assembly. Choose the Play Current Storyboard button from the bottom of the animation timeline. All the components start moving in the animation in the same order as they were exploded. Choose the Play Current Storyboard button. Now you can see that all the components start moving. Choose the Back to a Storyboard Beginning button from the bottom of the animation timeline. All the exploded components in the animation gets assembled in the same order as they were exploded. Choose the Back to Storyboard Beginning button. Now you can see that the exploded components in the animation gets assembled in the same order as they were exploded. Choose the Publish tool from the Publish panel in the ribbon. The video options dialog box are displayed. Choose the Publish tool from the Publish panel. Video option dialog box is displayed here. Select the current storyboard option from the drop-down list in the video scope area. Choose the current storyboard option from the storyboard drop-down list. Choose the custom option from the video size drop-down list in the video resolution area. From here you have to select custom option. Specify required values in the width and height edit box. In the width and height edit box, you have to specify the required values. I have already entered here. Select the lock aspect ratio checkbox to keep the video aspect ratio fixed when the width or height is changed. Make sure that the lock aspect ratio checkbox is selected. Choose the OK button from the video options dialog box. The Save As dialog box is displayed. Click on the OK button. Save As dialog box is displayed here. Enter the name of the assembly in the name edit box. Enter bench-wise assembly in the name edit box. Select the Save to a project in the Cloud checkbox if not selected by default, and the CATSIM project from the project drop-down list. Make sure that Save to a project in the Cloud checkbox is selected. Also make sure that CATSIM project is selected in the project drop-down list. Choose the Save button from the Save As dialog box. Click on the Save button. Thank you for watching this video.